Everyone, Aussie here. Now today I thought I'd talk about a couple of picks that I reckon will be very helpful against the upcoming 7-star raid, which is Cinderace, which drops on the 30th. So for those of you that don't want to be like everyone else and use the same Pokemon for every single Tera type raid, which for some reason is Iron Hands, and I get it, he's a very good Pokemon, and you want something that's going to make it easy for you to take down Cinderace, I've got two Pokemon that I reckon will be very helpful. The first one is going to be Golduck, because as we all know, Golduck's a water type Pokemon, but it can also use Psychic moves, which will be super effective because, as we all know, Cinderace is going to be Tera type fighting. So when he comes out, he's going to be super weak to anything that's strong against fighting type. So Psychic's one, which is obviously the main one, and he's also a fire starter Pokemon from Gen 8, so he's going to have his signature moves like Pyro Ball and probably some other type of move as well. Going to be fire. So because Golduck can do super effective moves using Psychic moves against the Tera type, which is fighting, and he's also going to be resistant towards the fire moves that I believe Cinderace will have, I reckon he's a good pick. But there's one Pokemon that I reckon will be a lot better than him. That is my good old friend Mr. Slowbro. Because unlike Golduck, Slowbro is water psychic, which means that even if Cinderace does a fighting move, it's going to be not very effective. If he does a fire move, it's not going to be very effective either. So unless Cinderace has a bug move, or a fucking grass move, or a fucking dark move, or something like that, he's not going to be super effective against you. I cannot see him having anything that's going to be able to take down Slowbro in one hit. So what I've done is I've Hyper Trained a Slowbro, which you can see in the background behind you playing, as just a trial run, and I've buffed some stats. And this guy's an absolute tank of a Pokemon. And what I did was I gave him 10 headbutt because that can flinch the target, so you can flinch Cinderace and make him miss a turn. Future Sight because that's a very strong psychic, you can 2 turns bang and hits. It's going to do a lot of damage to him. I've also done Psychic. Now the fourth move, I'm still deciding on what to do. But I do believe that, Slowbro is going to be the best type to absolutely wreck Cinderace's shit. So if you want to go in there and use something other than Iron Hands, or you can't even get it done with Iron Hands, my top pick is obviously going to be Slowbro. So, if you want to come and help join me on the raid when it goes live on the 30th, 2 days from this drop in, feel free to do so and we can complete the raid together and we can capture him and breed him into a shiny like we did with Charizard. So there you go. That's my 2 top picks that I reckon would be very, very good against Cinderace when he drops 2 days, 30th. So if this has helped you out in any way, or you're unsure on what to pick, or if you weren't sure what Pokemon you should use against him, well, hopefully this has helped you out. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, remember, I've been the Aussie Hunter. G'day. Next time, happy hunting.